lakad matatas!
Normally. For here. This is gonna be the tail. They go for the slide. Alright. It's not too bad because at least Charles is getting some decent CS and slightly being noticed. Oh, bottom lane. Well, looks like they are able to get the kill. The double ion shot. They're gonna go for more. Krilat.
Go of squad doing it a little bit better than the last one we saw from Team Spirit. Able to keep up in last hits, not falling apart behind and getting him super hard here. And this is where the Pangolier succeeds. If you can find those swashbuckle stacks and just connect all that damage, things become a bit problematic. Ooh, Swell is not as problematic as losing your entire safe lane.
Interview with if either team wins. We'll find out about that. We'll ask about that in the break. But overall, Squad X, he is starting to take some damage, but Chien has no mana.
There we go. There's the dodges.
Oh, say you? Are they gonna be able to get the kill here? Do Handskin? Couple. Oh, they do get it last.
Early, so now he has the level 6. So even though the vacuum's gone in, the Hoodwink lockdown, the Snowball to try to counteract, and this Dazzle's just fully focused on taking out the Darkseer, almost becoming costly, but of course the Pounce will be able to confirm it, and the Shallow Grave, just in case with a bit of good juking, and this Tusk is able to stall and even find the before going down eventually.
It's gonna be just the Broodmother alone who can handle the Naga Siren. On lane.
Ooh, beautiful coil with the ult. It's going to force the Slark to do what he can with that regen from the ult.
So, I say you might be walking in a dangerous area. They're going straight for him, and he is very fragile. Already looks down to low health, but the Shallow Grave keeping him alive, and that's a very unfortunate role. But in the end, it's trading 1-for-1. Palmo losing his life, but the nice bit of stacks coming out here for the Slark. He's going for, I think he's queued up both the Echo Saber and the Diffusal Blade. So, mid lane, Ducalis, and he does lose his life. And this is something I think is going to happen quite often, which is seeing Ducalis and Seiyu lose their life. Two squishy supports in this situation. But Onlo, he's taking a few hits, and he's not squishy, but he will. But when 3 people are beating on you, there's no way you can survive.
Not getting...
Ooh, Squad X. It looks like they don't spot him there. But he does... Oh, he swashbuckles in. He might be losing his life here. Then they have the ward there, and the Dream Coil comes out. Does not touch Ducalis. But he gets the Shallow Grave off tree and loses his life.
Oh, no. They completely turned this around. It's an absolute blunder. Just
tried to interrupt that, but was not in time. And there is going to be Krilat. Gets the jump off. As for...
Considering she's jungling in the tier 2, must have been caught out somewhere and just trying to run. Man, that Echo Saber plus the Pounce damage, it's so much.
Nice arrow.
Oh, good rotation, and Hanskin able to save the day. The Slark trying to do what he can, but he's already gotten all the damage. An Orchid build. Wanting to have the silence against the Slark.
Well, the Dream Coil comes out. They do get an instant kill on Seiyu. Again, he actually buys back. They lose Ponlo's life for this. So that's a buyback that I'm not really sure they even want to fight for Ducalis here. Unfortunate for Virtus.pro, they lose 2. They bring down Ponlo, but in this game it does. Yeah, it's also going to go for the Sanjin Kai, which I like. I do think that both the SAS resistance is going to help, as well as the extra damage. And oh, that's going to be a possibly dead Charlie. Can he make it out? It's going to be real close, but nope, it's not close enough. Loses life despite the creeps. S4, he's being hunted as well. Chien goes up, gets a 2-man foil. They have the damage. They do bring down Ducalis. That is going to be his dieback, but you would not care about that for Alliance. You just lost 2 of your cores, and Paulo's gonna loses his life as well. Arrow lands on Squad X, but
Kaya and Sage, I'm assuming?
Yeah. It's good stats, and I do like the SAS resistance as well for him, just because you really need it on Chien. Oh, they're going for it. Paulo jumps in. The arrow lands, and they just kill immediately Squad X. I didn't even... The fight, that kill was too fast. Notice, he's whipping himself, but he's going to need a lot more than that if he wants to get out of this. Looks like...
Oh, there we go. The Slark rotation coming in. Should be able to set up. Actually just pounces away. Just trying to use it to create the space. Dedicating the snowball on this. There's no more spider Lings, and it's a good snipe with the
Like, I don't think Notes is going to be able to bring the people down. However, Krillot takes just a ton of damage, and he might be losing his life.
I mean, it's worth noting, oh, perfect pounce out of there. Puck, of course, having the haste to keep up and the song resetting. They're going to sacrifice the supports. Trying to have the Pango to help out, but of course he'll roll away, cut their losses. Hoodwink doing sort of forced to wait it out. Because the entire deal is you're trying to trade this sustain and slowly steal the stats away from the Naga, but that's a potential, beautiful play with the mini rollout from the Pango. Able to get all those pounces, continue to land the damage, even the disarm on the puck. And now they're trying to run away with the Tusk exposed and chasing, even the rollout still available, and now coming out late to try to chase the Murata. They should be able to get the rest out. But that's a...
Well, they decide to go for Notes. They do land the two-man Dream Coil, but Krillot jumps in. He's like, let me throw it. Nice wall being thrown up. Can they get a kill on Squad X? Yeah. It's like they know Squad X is going to be able to make it out live.
And this is the issue, this Slark. He's going to have all these different things, the bounce charges, the shrouds, to be able to hide. And the Naga magical AoE damage may be far more than the Slark can dish out. But she has to be able to target him, so the Slark can just bounce around, be untargetable.
Arrow?
She can't get this damage out, the illusions get cleared, the Dazzle gets eliminated, no extra save for the Slark. That gets a little bit too... Number one thing that can actually catch his puck and take her down is that Hex as this team fight starts. Amazing Hoodwink setup with the Pangolier. Of course, they stack up, so the Vacuum with the Dark Herald is able to come in with the Song to stall just for a second. The Song will be ignored by the Pango, at least until it finishes. And the Shallow Grave has to be used. They have the Hex. This Slark is disabled, silenced, unable to do anything. He has to try to pounce out of there, dodge the projectile, healing with 23, but the Ice Ball is enough to take him down. Denied the clutch, has to go for the buyback. Surely, Roshan. Because if they do, it's certainly forfeit. They have the Axe and the Shard on the Pango, as well as the Slark. Able to pop it on the Brood early. You can see the rollout going in. Able to line up on two. The mid-air swashbuckle from the shield bash not necessarily connecting too well, but able to take the Tusk out. That's likely going to be a buyback, as well as the Aegis now with the Song on her. The Pango's still alive somehow. Saved by the Slark. So there's so much more fighting to be done, and he'll easily be nuked out in just a second. The Slark doing everything he can to keep this fight going, but can't even find the burst of the Tusk. And of course, it's so much magical burst. He'll be taken out, and GG is called.
Yeah, Alliance, they played their draft really well. They made sure that they were able to keep Charlie farm throughout the whole game. They knew they had the better draft. I did not see that one coming at all. And they picked off to a bit of a slow start. And we are... And oh my lord, S4 is going to lose his life.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's important to know on the Pango. Doing successfully with X marks. Not for a costly hook. This Broodmother able to stay alive.
Sticker taunt, the one that he's skating. And that's not what I see very often. Oh, Shiendo, did you bite off a bit more than you can chew here? He's got nothing in terms of resources. Squax, I think he's also a bit faster than him. One hit comes up. Can he go for more? Throws out the torrent chain. Can he dodge it? He does not. And the high five as well. Squad X is like, well, he got me. Comfortable with that. Ponlo is here. Can they do something with it? Needs to be careful though.
That bonus damage and lifesteal from the Insatiable Hunger just so strong. It lets you pierce through that Vanguard, which is needed to completely salvage it. More of those Insatiable Hunger stacks and even the rotation from the Pango just to help. But now they can go for more than just the Broodmother. They can go for this.
Delayed. Guess he scouted if they had Ancients?
Oh, but the Death Prophet, it's so nasty, but the rotation for this Pango is perfect, and that means the Bloodseeker Circle locks in, and the rollout is going to lock in on this Tiny. Would hate to see that. I guess the Brood Mother's been able to do enough, especially with the insatiable hunger, to cause problems. Speaking of problems, yeah, he's just interested in going for the Maelstrom BKB. Especially if he has the good timing. That's like the first notable time he's died, being able to be saved once so far. If he's able to get it before the 15-minute mark, he may as well.
Hand skin, taking a bit of damage here. Can they get the kill on Seiyu? They do. Sorry, Ducalis is the one who loses to any hero on the map. So you could masquerade as an enemy, like an enemy player. But obviously that would never work now because people have a brain and they can say, hey, that's, you know, that's not me. Oh, meanwhile, Ducalis is going to lose his life. Global Silence comes out as well. So even though they were able to get this combo off on S4, they can't get the Dismember, and S4 is going to be fine. Chen wants to get the roll off, but nice avalanche.
It's going to delay, but it's not going to stop it. Going in for more. They want this Kunkka, even some more if they can. The damage onto this Pudge is too much. The Bloodseeker can smell it. Just going fully dedicated for the right click, and the Rupture is going to force his Death Prophet. She can't just freely strafe around. She's stuck. She's able to get some damage in, but trying to bottom the movement means she's caught out, and it's a full team wipe for VP. What comes in mind? As you can see, the Rot, it does damage, and it is able to clear out the Spiderlings, but it takes time, and they can just freely dedicate on this. Oh, the perfect telekinesis denies the CM the lift, and that's bonus Spiderlings and the +2, and they'll turn it into +4 perhaps. I don't know if he got the hit on the Pudge there.
Yeah, I didn't see.
No way to catch the info, though. They can catch the Kunkka, getting Ghost Ship out. I'm not going to stop the Rubik from stealing some things. Just trying to play it, install the best he can, and they'll just stand around and wait. They'll happily just take their time before taking him out.
So for Virtus.pro, we have to think, what is their comeback mechanic here? And honestly, oh my god, Chuyen gets that. Alliance does not. You have a lot of forced movement that you can use to get people to your side and maybe take a fight. They're gonna go for Roshan here for Alliance. And Virtus.pro, do they spot this out? Seems like they're kind of in the area. But instead, they're just gonna get a kill on Palmo. Nice kill, or not actually. He's still alive.
They just can't get anything. Every time it's a single kill. Instead, it's a combo of the Penga ult into the Bloodseeker circle, and no one can run because they're going to be ruptured. They're going to be slowed by this. But trying to catch these players out as they farm for the map control presence. That's what's going to be popped early. And they catch the initial opening on the Pangolier, but that Global Silence will come in, deny them, requiring the BKB, and he's still able to roll out. And now the rest of the rotations come on in. Pangolier is going to be having fun, keeping them disabled. This Pudge is unable to do anything, taken apart by the Brood Mother it was supposed to counter. It doesn't work at all. This entire team, despite the fact it's supposed to be tanky to have sustain, it's all melted apart. The only thing it's sustaining is a big fat L as Alliance rip them to shreds, and soon this tier 3 tower, the racks, possibly even this Alliance team, and finally VP to kill.
It was 4 to 20 for a while. That's fine. 5 to 29. It's a good kill for VP. They gotta do that about 6 more times. But hey, this is number 2 if they can get it.
Oh, but again,
good up.
I toss the Pudge hook follow up. He'll just throw the Global Silence as he is doomed. But then you still have this Maelstrom on the Bloodseeker, and even one on the.
I don't think he needed the Exorcism to get cream. So alright, noticed. But that's another good hook.
Able to land some of these hooks on these forts, but even then, there's always these Force Staffs, even multiple in this case, unable to escape. The Ruptures on the Pudge. He'll be able to leave. Won't be able to say the same about this Death Prophet. Able to have a decent stall, but eliminated the Tiny, having to screech away like a tire in screeching pain indeed, as it's 23k for Alliance. They just keep building up this lead. They're not making any mistakes. Those two supports were the only thing they're giving up. As this Bloodseeker's godlike DP, they've had enough. They've disconnected. They're gone. They've GG'd.
That is...
Right.